Can you guys hear that? It's the baby purring on my lap. Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, I really do want to get a reading out. We've got about half an hour, max. Not minimum, maximum. Half an hour. Okay. I did want to do a Celtic cross, but they normally take me about an hour. So we could do it, but we could do it quick time. Show a little cushion here, like royalty. Look. I'll hold you up. It is the gift. You hear a purring? They've got a cute little purr. I'll just take that here. Come, baby girl. Celtic cross. Hi, Spotted Pony. Hello, hello, hello. Sounds like a copper. Policeman's on the scene. Hello, hello, hello. What do we have here then? Okay. Right. Oh, let's have a look. Oh, we've got heartbreak here. That's what we're talking about. That's the card of heartbreak. What's interesting is there's a pair of fairies here and they're having to send like someone away. And this person is toxic to their love connection. So someone's being sent away. And then healing can proceed. Precede is before the event, is that right? I'm not sure. But that's what, it didn't feel like the right word to use. Proceed. Healing can proceed. Right, so that's what we're talking about. What's the block? Or the challenge? Okay, that's interesting. I was going to say like the Divine Feminine, but again, she's playing with my bangle. Communication, balance, intuition. And the feminine here is, I picked up on the last reading, although I don't really remember too much about the details of the last reading, but it was about something about the masculine trusting the feminine to have the answers. Okay, that's the challenge. To be or not to be, that is the question, but what are we talking about? What is to be or what is not to be? Okay, so it's like what's allowed and what's not allowed. Terms and conditions. There are terms and conditions. When you're enlightened, there's some things that you just won't put up with. Okay, not allowed. So in the past, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. This is your legacy and it's dangling in midair. I felt like someone was pulling on my hair here. I thought it was tucked underneath the kitten, but it's not. You're still purring, darling. Okay, so the past is the legacy. It's like you haven't got your hands on it because it was an offering. So you had this opportunity. It's a past opportunity, not a missed opportunity, because this masculine's wanting to know to be or not to be. It's an opportunity it passed by, but it's not like a missed opportunity. The opportunity's still there. Should we come and lay back on my lap? We're purring now as we're playing with the cards, but we're trying to get that Three of Swords out of the picture. I really want him to like be healed. No bottoms in the picture. Rule number 1. Okay. Current energy is the opportunity. Oh, the current energy is the opportunity. Wow. Okay, current energy, the past energy was the opportunity. Well, the current energy, it feels like it's still dangling there. Half an hour. Let's read the meaning of this. Past. We'll just read what the card means. Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is the most potent and pure form of the feminine element of Earth. Okay. And it's like now you're just realising her worth, the Divine Feminine's worth. So I don't believe it's her that you know, should be sending out of the picture. I mean, you can put two and two together. It's like it doesn't take a genius to figure out what you need to be doing in this situation. It's not rocket science. I don't know why I'd say it's not rocket science. It's like I can't even say that word. Rocket science. This ace shows us all of the bounty that the Suit of Pentacles represents. So it's like you were shown that in the past. All of the bounty that, let's say this, that the Suit of Pentacles represents, but we're really talking about this feminine here, and her value, and maybe what she values. Be creative and put those blossoming ideas into action to achieve material success. Because the Pentacle is hovering in mid-air, this card traditionally symbolised that money may just manifest in your life as if out of thin air. This card may represent a gift or an out-of-the-blue opportunity it lands in your lap. It's interesting because I can take this to like my own kind of life story, is that there was a point within like my journey with my Divine Masculine where I had money and I could have taken care of quite a lot of things if money was the concern, and I believe I even mentioned that to him. So the opportunity, like, it was there. However, on a more down-to-earth note, this card, being the purest form of the earth element, reminds you to stay grounded and to use your common sense. It's not rockets. I just can't say that. What I was taken to was like Team Rocket out of Pokemon. Okay, you're a Pokemon master. That's your destiny. To evolve, or to help people to evolve. Okay, to be a trainer. That practicality and good judgment will guide you in your magic to success. This card often illustrates a desire to help other people on both a mundane and a magical level. The Ace of Pentacles signifies an abiding deep affection for the beauty of nature and for a talent for green magic. The keywords wealth, abundance, health, happiness, security, good fortune, love of nature, green magic and herbalism. Magic manifested in the physical world, the element of earth. Past energy. Well, that's kind of gone now. It wasn't meant to be then, was it? Otherwise it would have been. Okay. Hi Purple Spliff, how are you doing? This is the love channel. That's what's intended. Current energy is the shadow side. This is a realisation of what have I done. Because you can see, which I only figured out today, is that there's a figure actually here. So you've got here, which is what I would call like the karmic energy. The one energy that you need to be sending away, that's kind of interfering, interrupting with this healing, love connection. Here's the Divine Feminine, here's the Divine Masculine. You can see it's like, he doesn't know what to do. The Feminine's hiding behind this tree here, and I feel this figure's appeared to deal with the karma. Okay. Common energy is the shadow side, having to face your demons. Look into the future. Purple Spliff, I'm doing okay, thanks. You sure are in your future. You're doing okay now, but your future looks bright. I have a dirty mind though, yes. in the future position, we've got the moon. Okay, this is this karmic energy. Why is she in the future position? Okay, this is because this is a fear, because you're facing your shadow side. So I shouldn't really expect you to be optimistic at the moment, as you're facing your shadow side and you're shit scared. This is the masculine. But that's going to bring that into the future with you. That's why, this is why we're talking about this topic. She needs to be ejected out of the picture, out of the way. She's blocking your way. Asking the feminine here for guidance, a solution, I'm telling you, is like you need to get yourself out of that picture, mentally, physically, and the divine is taking care of the rest. Whether you believe me or not, that's what you'll manifest. Oh, it's like being a poet today. But they are all truths. You can go and research it. Your thoughts create your reality. I've put her in reverse in your future position. I mean, this is a serious topic. This is a future of no secrets. No one wants to carry around secrets. And this love connection shouldn't be kept a secret. Okay. What to do? There's the energy here of wanting to run away, like from it on, just wanting to escape. In one of the cards, I think last week, it said this isn't your chance to like run away, it's your chance to break free. Okay. No more running. What's assisting you behind the scenes? Because there's a very strong energy here. Once you decide what it is that you're wanting, this energy will step in and deal with the rest. Okay, message is coming through about you not taking not taking responsibility for the outcome of what happens here. Okay, because we all have our own karma to clear. So whatever happens here will be what they deserve. And you'll get what you deserve, and you deserve to be happy. So it's coming to light now. And there's no stopping it. And you shouldn't want to stop this. Let the wheels get in motion. What's assisting you behind the scene is another offer. So you might have thought that you missed an opportunity here for maybe abundance. Well, let's talk about that. This is a better offer. Here's our... You're inspired. Being set free, a beautiful butterfly that deserves to be set free. No attachments, just free to do what you desire. And the divine knows what you desire. It knows what your heart longs for, even if you keep silent about it. So, they're giving you what your heart desires. How do you feel about this situation? What was actually, I forgot that was the next question, but what's going through my mind is, it doesn't really matter what your thoughts are. The divine knows how you feel. It's like they sense a weakness within you, so they're going to step in and get you out with that. How do you feel about this situation? Yeah. Looks like you may have been kicked out, thrown out, locked out. So you're sitting now like on the doorstep, maybe waiting to be let back in. I don't think you're going to be let back in. You've got hold of some pentacles here. And now what? You've got a little bit of money. All's not lost. We'll read about this, man. How you feel about yourself? Not how you feel about this situation, but maybe how you feel about yourself. Failure is coming through a little bit. Because something failed, I believe it was meant to fail. Whoa. I was going to throw you a comment that I heard my Divine Masculine say about other people's relationships. I never heard him say it about his own. It was doomed from the start. Didn't recognise it within his own marriage. But easily would point it out in other people's. Interesting. I want to read about this card, the actual man on it. An older man with grey hair and small round glasses sits alone. He is dressed in elegant, rich green and gold clothes. He sits perched on the stone front steps of his pretty cottage, an arched and I can't say this word. Carved wood front door shut behind him. Okay, maybe I'm not meant to say that word, but in intricity. It's like very well designed front door, yeah? But it's like, that doesn't matter, that word. What's it matter what your front door looks like? In your pretty cottage. A herbal wreath hangs charmingly on the cottage door. The man looks a little suspicious as he hugs a golden pentacle on his chest. He hunches over another and has 2 more golden pentacles carefully tucked under each foot, as if he is afraid for anyone else to touch or try to take those pentacles away from him. His body language clearly shouts, "Mine," but it makes you wonder, is the man just an old penny-pinching miser? Could he simply be insecure and afraid? Or did he sacrifice his personal relationships in order to be successful and is now alone? Intriguingly, hanging on the man's front door is a pretty wreath of blooming honeysuckle. This herb is often worked into prosperity spells. The wreath itself is a symbol of the changing seasons and the cycles of life. It directly contrasts with the man's resistance to change. Why does he cling so hard to those pentacles? What is he really guarding? His boundaries are up, and he does not want to come off those steps and interact with anyone. Perhaps he should listen more closely to the message from the honeysuckle in his wreath, for in the language of flowers, honeysuckle blossoms represent generosity. The meaning. When the 4 of Pentacles comes knocking in a reading, it is a notice that someone is hanging on to something in an unhealthy way. Perhaps they are miserly or greedy and are holding tight to their money. Maybe they are obstinate and have withheld their emotions. Possibly this last example is the case if the Hermit card shows up in the reading as well. The 4 of Pentacles card warns of a resistance to change. So now that you have confirmation, know that change is good. Embrace the changes in your world. Relax and breathe. You may have accomplished your goals, but you are not enjoying them. Remember that nothing is fixed. Everything is in motion. Getting those wheels in motion. Or don't try to stop them. Accept this and move forward. It is a time to lower your boundaries a bit. Reconnect with friends and family and find the joy in your life again. The keywords are resistance to change, solitude, unhealthy boundaries, accomplishing your goals but remaining unhappy, obstinacy, the need to relax and accept change gracefully. How you feel about this situation? Okay, how this situation affects others. Hi Laurie. Dirty minds think alike. Yeah, that's a good response. I was going to say you're not the only one that has a filthy mind, dirty mind. It's healthy. It's healthy to be inspired and feel creative. Like, sexual inspiration. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Let's make love tonight. I remember today, oh my goodness, let's remember the timing. Okay, got 10 minutes. I remember today, like, what I wanted to do today. And one of them, and the reason, which I thought was interesting, because it kind of went on a little roll. And I was singing in the kitchen, and my eldest daughter had come home from work. And she was in the living room. I was singing, baby, I compare you to a kiss from a rose on the grave. Because I'd remembered it and shared it on the Channel of Love Community tab from the last reading. And then she was like, started singing, and she went, oh, I thought you were singing this song. And then she went, baby, I'm your man. I went, oh my God, it's today. Wham's on Netflix. That's what I'm meant to be doing with my youngest daughter, watching Wham. If you're gonna do it right, right, do it with me. But there was a completely different song there. Wham. Wham, bam, I am a man. I just go through them, they're gonna. I don't want your freedom. I don't want to play around. I've got Wham to watch, but I've got to take Jasper to the vets. But he's got to have a tablet, okay? In 9 minutes, 8 minutes, roughly around that time. The tower, how this situation affects others. Yeah, it's gonna uproot, affect a lot of people. But you're not to hold yourself. You're not held responsible for that by the divine. This is all so that you can be set free. You can have your freedom. I know you don't want the freedom, okay? You don't really want things to change, but they are. And it's because it's because you desire more. So, the tower, the universe, the divine steps in. And this will affect others. A shift. The tower happens when you won't change course because of the resistance we just spoke about. Hanging on to things that are not for the greater good, and not your highest good. That's what you get when you play around with a divine feminine. Yeah, you shouldn't play her around. I mean, that's a big no-no. Don't mess the divine feminine around. Okay, what's your hopes or fears? Nine of Swords. Interesting. It's just an energy vampire. So now your hopes and fears are is that he's not actually good for the divine feminine, that he's toxic. Don't you just love it how they always turn it back? It's not about, okay, self-realisation, okay, changing. It's like, well, I'm just like a loser then, aren't I? Like, I don't choose freedom. I deserve this life. Because I made mention of karma. It's just taking my words completely out of, what would they say? I don't know what the word is. Out of context. I don't know. It's not what I meant. I said, don't worry if, like, my youngest daughter, in a way, she's so detached. If I tell her something about something bad that happened, she goes, that's karma, isn't it? Straight away. She can recognise if a person deserves to. Don't start feeling sorry for them. Don't feel sorry for the narcissists. You know if you're a good person and if you're here to do great things, because you would have been told by now. Okay? Listen to those people that really tell you how amazing you are and what an impact you've made on their lives. Them people. Yeah? Okay. That's why this is happening. Those other people, they're in charge of their own karma, okay? Their own life journey by the way that they treat others. So, energy vampire here. 6 minutes. That's not a very divine way to think of yourself, is that you deserve bad. because your thoughts will create your reality. Let's have a look at the outcome here. Chariot. Okay, I told you that you will know, you'll be told. This is the divine giving you a nudge. Divine giving you a nudge. I do feel like them horses are pulling in different directions, so let's have a look at this message here. The Chariot opened up to the Lovers. Okay, let's have a look at this. This is a card that speaks of hard-won victories. The Chariot card is about self-confidence, control, motivation, and the determination to succeed. Tap into your own personal power and you will see your goals manifest. Obstacles and blocks will be removed. Work magic for movement and change. When the Chariot comes roaring into a reading, it is a message to combine your magic with mental discipline and tenacity. Power comes from within. Believe in yourself. Combine determination, focus, and willpower, and you will succeed in the major arcana. Oh, it's like it was one sentence. I'm so sorry I didn't see the full stop. Believe in yourself, combine determination, focus, and willpower, and you will succeed. In the major arcana, only the Chariots, the High Priestess, and the Star cards have starry skies. These three cards are linked. If the High Priestess appears in a reading with the Chariot, it is a sign that victory can be obtained through wisdom. If the Star appears in a reading with the Chariot, it is a sign that the victory will bring an emotional healing. Okay, bottom, yeah, we've done. Bottom of the deck. It's still the slowest moving knight in the deck. Knight of Pentacles. At least he's on his horse. I feel like he's got to get on his high horse first. Psychic Tarot. Let's pull a few cards from here. And I've got to go and give Jasper his pill. Solitude. Let me just get a few more cards. I seriously looked then to see if I could see anybody that might go and give Jasper his pills so that I don't have to go, but I think, look, the feminine, she's kind of stopped here. There's a blank page. I feel like, you know, I've said all that I want to say today. Suffering in silence. That's the energy that's being picked up, is the masculines are suffering in silence. So we can feel it. I'm not sure what you want us to say about it, or what you want us to do about it, or how you want us to feel about it. We've got 9-9 here. 999. Universe, interesting. My cards are never in reverse, and your universe is in reverse. Heart chakra, open up your heart. Speak from the heart, lead from the heart. Let your heart lead the way. It's like, look, you're drenched in love. What's he waiting for? Got all the green here. Someone's cooking food. I should have cooked beef casserole today. Whoops, I forgot about that one. It's a bit late to be getting beef casserole on. So it cooks nice and slow. But seriously, it wasn't long ago. It was like, oh my goodness, I was meant to have done beef casserole today. We just changed the meals around, it's alright. Always have beef casserole too. Daily guidance from your angels, and we're going to be perfectly near half past as we can get. Be honest with yourself. Look into your heart and you will know the truth of this situation. It's safe to admit the truth to yourself, for we will support and guide you through any necessary changes. Lean upon us for courage and the strength to take good care of yourself. Focus only upon your true desires, and they come to you upon angel wings. You receive this card as a gentle confrontation, because the angels know you've been hiding from your true feelings. You've probably been afraid that if you admitted how you honestly felt, excuse me. You've probably been afraid that if you admitted how you honestly felt, you'd be overwhelmed with feelings and faced with making some necessary changes that you feel unprepared for. Yet the angels assure you that it's healthiest to face this situation with honesty. They will help you with your emotions, relationships, and any support you need to make positive changes. However, the angels remind you to focus only upon your desires and not upon your fears, so that you can attract the former and not the latter. Really important. However, the angels remind you to focus only upon your desires and not upon your fears, so that you can attract the former and not the latter. The additional meanings for this card: the situation will improve when you face it squarely, and you deserve better. Trust your own feelings even if others don't agree. Don't give away your power to others. Avoid getting caught up in the illusion that this is the way it is. Oh well, I can't just leave it there. It's okay, we've got like a 15-minute, 4 o'clock latest he needs his pill. Okay? So I'm going to go to the Journey of Love and then Rumi. And I think that should be enough guidance. Like, full stop. Not for today. That should be enough guidance, full stop. Dream a little. Card number 51. The divine wants to bless you with inspiration, just as a lover will come to the door of the beloved with a spontaneous gift of flowers. So dream a little, let your imagination wander and wonder, what if? What else could be? Breaking down the rigid walls of expectation. Just because something has been does not indicate that it must continue in the same way. So dream a little and receive your spiritual gift. This oracle brings you guidance. A spiritual gift of inspiration is on its way or has just recently been received. It isn't flight of fancy. It's a gift from the divine. Receive it and believe in new possibilities. And what's occurring behind the scenes? A gift of inspiration, an offering. An offering of inspiration. From unexpected meetings, we walked and shared our lifetime, a gentle, peaceful, quiet time, reflected in our smile. We winged our way to distant places and walked along remembered faces of lives we knew we lived some time before. Hello? Who's that? Maggie? Yeah. Is Emily present down there? Yeah, she's okay. Oh, could you ask her, could you find Jasper's next pill for me, please? Okay. It's in a little tub. I don't think I put it back in the cabinet. It's actually like in a medicine bottle. It might be by the microwave. Could you ask her to wrap that in a piece of chicken? He ate it for me earlier, like a good boy. But he's due it around now. Otherwise, I'll be about 5 minutes. I think it's by the microwave, darling. It's not a push-out pill. It's actually in a pill container, like a medicine container. That's it. It's just one little pill in there. Get him to try some chicken first to get the taste, and then the next one, wrap it up and he noshes it down. I manifested it because in my mind I was thinking, come on, someone come upstairs. they're such good children. Okay. We winged our way to distant places and walked along remembered faces of lives we knew we lived some time before, and like a bud about to flower, having reached its appointed hour, we watch ourselves begin to open in the warm touch of spring. Okay. That was the only thing holding me up for time-wise, really. Well, apart from we've got less than 20% on the batteries now. On the batteries on the battery now. Jasper doesn't have to be to the vets until about 5:30, so but the tablet makes him chilled, calm, so they can like take a look at him without him getting irritated. Okay, let's have a look and see what room we would like to say. Hey babe. That's it, darling. Are you doing it, or is Emily doing it? Are you okay doing it? Yeah? I didn't get an answer for that one. Hi, Peter. Hi, how are you? I'm doing very well. Can I become a moderator, please? No, no one's a moderator of my channel. I can do my moderating. But thanks for the offer. But I'm okay. I can do my own monitoring and moderating. Thanks. You're brazen, aren't you, Peter? I mean, it's the first time you pop up and you ask to be a moderator. I mean, some of these guys have been here for 5 years. Cheeky. I don't even know you. Would I even give you that role without knowing you? Don't be silly now. I don't know what your moderating's like. Let's see what Rumi wants to say. Not about your moderating, it's about my reading. Layla, card number 34. I do wonder what Emily's cooking. It smells nice. It's definitely not beef casserole. Layla. I've still got the cushion on my lap. I mean, the pussycat went a while ago. I can hear the ice cream man. Just one cornetto, give it to me. Delicious ice cream from Italy. Oh my goodness, every place he went to visit in Italy, I had to have an ice cream. Oh, 34. Okay, let's read this message. Now, the message before was 33, you who show the way. The logical mind runs away from drowning. Lovers accept drowning. In the sea as their destiny. Okay. Read it with flow, Lucy. Okay. The logical mind runs away from drowning. Lovers accept drowning in the sea as their destiny. The logical mind finds consolation in reaching a level of comfort in life. Lovers are focused beyond their own comfort. 34, Layla. Put aside your clever schemes. O lover, be mindless, become mad. Dive into the heart of the flame, become fearless, be like a moth. Turn away from the self and tear down the house. Then come and dwell in the house of love. Be a lover and live with lovers. Clean your chest from all hostility, wash it 7 times. Then fill it with the wine of love. Be a chalice for love, be a chalice. You must be all love to be worthy of the beloved. When going to the gathering of drunks, be a drunk, become drunk. Your thought takes a course, dragging you in its wake. Move beyond thought, let your heart lead. be the leader. When the grace of love is revealed, be a mirror to reflect it. When the beloved's hair is loosened, brush it like a comb. Be a comb. Rumi. How I long for my thoughts to no longer make any sense to me, then I can be rid of them, like noisy house guests who have overstayed their welcome. Oh, the peace when they finally go. Their incessant chatter brings me no comfort. I crave the silence of you. Will you let me hear it? Will you run through the noisy house of my mind with your great muddy feet, so that I can focus on something other than my mind for a while? Maybe you can make such a mess that I shall give up my plans and attempts at order completely. Just give in for a change. It's time for that. To give up my ridiculous fantasies of perfection, useless, noisy, irritating, demanding, and yet deadening perfection. I'd rather just be alive. I want to plant my head in the earth, in the same mud that sticks to your feet, and breathe in her rich soil smell. I want to feel her heart beating in the quiet movements of the roots of the plants as they stretch and grab and stop my ears with her fertile dirt, finally gaining peace from the constant infernal racket of thoughts no longer wanted. Hi lovers, work break, perfect work break, Cynthia. This is such a beautiful reading. Oh beloved, how you are to be envied. You are being given the gift of no self, no noise, no sense. The great beloved truly wants you to be closer than ever to the wild universal heart. In that field of love, every electronic device goes haywire, systems collapse, worlds collide, and great stars are born from the chaos. Be the real you, be the real you. It says, but the real you will sense none of this. You'll be staring at your beloved, so intoxicated by love, your tongue will loll out of your mouth and your drool like a bloodhound. And you won't care a hoot, and neither will the great beloved. Such will the passion of your reunion be, that the only thing to matter will be the one great love exploding inside your being. So who cares if you have no idea what day it is? What was your job supposed to be again? Or how to make conversation, let alone intelligent conversation at the dinner table? Well, you shall not be yourself anymore. You should not be so appropriate or sociable. Who understands crazy words that fall out of your mouth, unchecked by logic or rationality? I do. I know the beloved too. I am under that same loving spell. I, like you, have no I anymore. I, like you, am so crazy in love that I care not for things making sense anymore. I, like you, long for my night of love with the great beloved that ends me forever and renders me only and ever the lover of the great beloved. I call that night forward from my love-crazed heart, as do you, that Lalet al-Qadr, the night of destiny. Let us run together and pound on the bedroom door of the great beloved. There is no shame, there is nothing else worth holding on to. Let us go now and throw ourselves upon the goodwill of the Creator. Our hair shall be messy and mingle with the curving galaxy, and the planets shall grow rings around them, becoming the many eyes of the great beloved, delightfully bearing witness to our loving, passionate surrender. So interesting. Okay, I've got to pick myself up on something here that's a sign for me, because I couldn't work out what the rings meant. Okay, but I had a dream the other night, and my divine masculine was there, and for one, he was telling me off. He was asking me, have you got a car yet? I'm like, no, I haven't got a car, I don't need a car. He went like, it's been 4 years, but he was quite grumpy with me. Okay, it's been like 4 years. I'm like, yeah, I don't really have a need to have a car. And then it kind of was a gap, and then there was another part. It wasn't like with the same conversation. And he'd come back to say, have you seen the rings yet? And I could see like, it was like 2 rings that were entwined. I've been trying to work it out, so it's interesting here that it says, our hair shall be messy and mingle with the curving galaxy, and the planets shall grow rings around them. Oh, I feel like there's a planet of Mars and Venus coming together, grow rings around them. It'd be like the infinity symbol, wouldn't it? Just putting the pieces together for oneself. Okay. So our hair shall be messy and mingle with the curving galaxy, and the planets shall grow rings around them, becoming the many eyes of the great beloved, delightfully bearing witness to our loving, passionate surrender. This oracle brings you a message. You are moving through a period of not knowing, of time in the great void, or womb of the Divine Mother. It is in this place the seed can crack open and take root. This cannot happen in the light, where all is seen and recognised. It must happen under the cover of darkness, where only trust can assure one of success. This is the way of nature, the way of life, and it must be honoured. This oracle brings you ancient wisdom. It guides you not to fear the darkness. So we had what are we currently doing? The shadow side. This oracle brings you ancient wisdom. It guides you not to fear the darkness, but to enter into it willingly. It is not for you to become lost, but to find your way. This oracle is saying that in the darkness, there is the path. The Tariki Tarakat. Do not turn away from it. Let it be. Be with the lack of knowing. When people ask of you so many questions and demand sensible answers to support their notion of reality, do not bow to such unworthiness and fear. Know that their minds may be fearful for your safety and their own, lest your divine madness be contagious, but that their fear is nothing to you, nothing at all. It is not even anything to them, but they just don't know that yet. Under the sacred black cloak of night, the Divine Mother, the Goddess, she who transfigures from darkness into the light, has invited you into her chamber. In that place, you shall experience annihilation, but only that of which is untrue, that of which would hold you back, dampen your spirit, or prevent you from bursting into full aliveness. I will repeat it. I know, but we've got the Tower card. I did kind of say to you, how is this going to affect others? So under the sacred black cloak of night, the Divine Mother, the Goddess, she who transfigures from darkness into the light, has invited you into her chamber. In that place you shall experience annihilation, but only that of which is untrue, that of which would hold you back, dampen your spirit, or prevent you from bursting into full aliveness. For that which is true is already seeded deep in her womb, and is preparing to be born, strong and with good powerful legs. So when it is time, it will leap, like a wild creature, all instinct and intuition, into the morning light. For this moment, however, there is darkness, and that is essential for the appearance, so imminent, beloved, of the light on its way. This oracle brings you guidance. If you find yourself to be sad, to be grieving, whether you know for what or not, or even depressed or struggling, feeling as though you are being pulled down, do not fight, bear witness instead. Allow what is taking place to take place. Allow what is happening to happen. You shall find a joy in allowing the interplay of darkness and the light to take place according to a greater unfolding rhythm of your own divine growth process. The sacred honouring ritual. Sit in a dark and quiet space if possible. Say aloud, I honour the darkness that serves the all-loving light. Through the grace of Rumi and the Divine Mother, I am blessed with growth of my soul into life. Even within the darkest of dark places, Divine Beloved dwells with unfailing generosity and compassion. In my surrender, I am held, and in my darkness, the seed of new life takes root. So be it. And rest for as long as feels good. You have completed your honouring ritual. Whoa, that was deep, wasn't it? I'm just going to take a moment, I think. Let's finish with a message from the Divine Feminine's Oracle. Let's see what Divine Feminine is coming forward. Her guidance. Let's have a look at that. Not only for the Divine Masculine, but for the Divine Feminine as well. How's best to handle this situation from the Divine Feminine's point of view, perspective, experience? Let's find out. Our Lady of Guadalupe, the Empress of Protection. I am safe and divinely protected. I am held in love at all times. Remember that. You are safe and divinely protected. I am held in love at all times. We'll read why your soul selected her card. Page number 30. What is outside of us is also within us. Even if we have never experienced a mother's love, the true force of that loving protection exists within us, so we can give it to ourselves. When Saint Jan Diego was concerned that the Archbishop would not believe him and was racing to meet Our Lady of Guadalupe, she appeared suddenly and said the most beloved phrase in the apparition story, a phrase that is inscribed on the entrance to her basilica. Noi estoy yo aquí que soy tu Maria. Am I not here, I who am your mother? The energy of a mother's love can travel to meet you anywhere, whether within the world or within your own heart. The message is that she is here. You are mothered, but the message is also to ask for what you need. Saint Juan Diego asked Our Lady of Guadalupe for a sign that proved her identity and existence. She gave him her image emblazoned inside his cloak, one that has been venerated and considered holy ever since because he asked for her assistance. Basically asked for a sign, Divine Masculine. Your Divine Feminine is there. We are ennobled with free will. The Divine needs our request for assistance in order to enter our lives. All we need to do is to assume the simplicity, the heart, and the humility of a child and ask for a sign that she is here. We will be met with more love than we could ever imagine, and love is always the greatest and most powerful energy of protection. Okay, let's leave it with this soul voice meditation Do I experience the love of a divine mother within me? And the intention, I am safe and divinely protected. I am held in love at all times. Very interesting. Thank you very much. I'll catch up with you guys soon. Beautifully fitting, wasn't it just? Carol! Hi, darling. How are you? I was thinking about you the other day, Carol. Oh, Carol. He was such a fool. But darling, he loves you. So don't you treat him cruel. What's going on? I haven't spoken to you in so long. I mean, it must be like over a year. If not longer. What's that all about? Okay. How are you, my darling? Okay. Are you free now? Okay. I'll chat. I'm going out into the garden. I'll chat to you before I can take Jasper to the vet. If you're free, I'm going to give you a chat, darling. I'm going to give you a chat. Yes, okay. Guys, I've got to go because I've got to go and speak to Carol. Okay? And she is my wise one. Like, she is like the divine mother that you go to. That's Carol's role. We figured that out quite early. I'm the oracle. Carol is... What do we call you, Carol? What did I call you? Anyway, so it's time for me to check in with the wise one, with Carol. Okay, Sky Dancer. I'm going to go. I'll catch up with you guys. She's a sage. I'm the oracle. She's a sage. There you go. I need to speak to the sage today because she's been coming to mind. See how it comes? You just manifest it. And Carol appeared. She knew. You know when it's time. Okay. And there's no issue about the time in between or the time lapse. It's just like, it's time to speak. I'm going to go and speak to Carol. Guys, I'll catch up with you soon. So until then, take care. Much love. Lots and lots of love. Okay. Bye for now.